Fan responses to Disney's Snow White 2025 teaser, which was shown during the D23 event, were anything but enchanting. Social media is ablaze with disappointment rather than enthusiasm as fans expressed their annoyance at a teaser that, in the opinion of many, falls short of the high standards established by Disney's resources. Disney was even taken aback by the unfavorable reaction, which made them consider where they could have gone wrong. To further heighten the drama, Gab, who portrays the evil queen, publicly expressed her displeasure over moments she put a lot of effort into but were omitted from the finished movie, particularly the ones in which she was meant to sing. Anyone who has seen their hard work wind up on the cutting room floor may relate to her obvious displeasure. Gab's remarks have simply fueled the flames, increasing the conversation over Disney's strategy for Snow White and its marketing. Some have called this one of Disney's most disappointing live-action remake campaigns since fans appear to be getting further away with each new teaser and trailer. Whether Disney can turn things around and win back the affection of their audience before the film's debut is still up in the air as they reevaluate their approach. Rather than attracting them to Disney, this is new ground, and some fans are asking whether the corporation is losing its charm in the live-action reimagining space. The choice to replace the legendary Seven Dwarfs has also been controversial. Disney's choice to modernize the dwarf characters in Snow White 2025 was partially prompted by actor Peter Dinklage's recent reservations over how these people are portrayed in the media. However, many supporters and detractors believe this strategy could have been a better use of time. They contend that because performers with dwarfism don't often acquire such prominent parts, these roles might give them essential representation. Fans have questioned why Disney chose to use computer-generated imagery, rather than hiring people with dwarfism for such vital roles. They claim that the movie seems more corporate than progressive because of this decision. Tensions are simmering behind the scenes as director Mark Webb and Disney CEO Bob Iger disagree over the movie's marketing approach. The previews gave Gal Gadot, who portrays the evil queen, the impression that her singing sequences would be the most anticipated. But those sequences were deleted, which annoyed Gadot and strained relations with the marketing department. The actors and the crew feel bitter, and the tension on set rises when they are sidelined at the last minute after being promised a memorable moment. Disney took a risk after receiving mixed reviews for Snow White 2025's early test screenings. According to reports, they have chosen to minimize Gadot's involvement in future advertising materials, which has fans wondering whether Disney is attempting to minimize aspects of the movie that didn't appeal to viewers. Others see it as a desperate attempt to salvage the film's image before its premiere. Rachel Zegler, who portrays the title character, has also expressed dissatisfaction with Disney's marketing strategy as fans respond to the decisions made over Snow White. Ziegler's pulling away from the project might indicate more serious problems for Disney. Imagine a new employee subtly resigning from their position, except in this instance, it's happening globally, exposing Disney and Iger to harsh public scrutiny. According to reports, his crew is frantically trying to find methods to preserve the movie before it comes out by calling emergency meetings. Disney is one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world. With crisis meetings becoming commonplace, Empire seems caught off guard by the adverse reaction to Snow White 2025. Fan reaction to Disney's apparent concern is swift as the firm seems to be in full-on damage control mode. According to circulating rumors, Disney may take the dramatic step of scrapping Snow White 2025 entirely. Although abandoning a project of this magnitude would be uncommon and audacious, it can be seen as a means of reducing losses and averting more criticism. Disney may have been protecting its heritage by removing Snow White from its release schedule since it has taken similar actions when initiatives threaten to damage the image of its brand. Sometimes it's better to cut your losses, and Disney could decide that this is one of those occasions. Rachel Zegler, who portrays Snow White, has publicly expressed her unorthodox interpretation of the narrative, which has fueled the flames and added to the escalating debate. Her critical assessment of several elements of the original story, such as her remarks on the prince character, has generated a lot of internet debate, splitting those who think she's discounting a cherished classic from others who value her contemporary perspective. Because some fans feel Ziegler's opinions are inconsistent with the Disney brand, her outspoken position has generated controversy. Ziegler's remarks have put Disney in an untenable situation, as have the film's conflicting reviews at test screenings. They risk offending devoted fans devoted to the original renditions, even if they wish to update their masterpieces to reflect current ideals. A significant financial loss would result from abandoning Snow White 2025, given the substantial investment already made in the project. Still, it may be a calculated decision to maintain the brand's image as a family-friendly one. As more information becomes available, fans wonder if Disney will eventually stick with the release or make an unexpected change. It has never been more difficult for Disney to balance innovation and tradition, and the stakes have never been higher. Feeling that the love plot of the 1937 movie is out of date and that the notion that Snow White has to be rescued by a prince doesn't appeal to modern viewers, the new version will cut away the love story, while Disney completely. Disney intended this Snow White remake to seem new and contemporary, but many are dubious since both Gadot and Ziegler have publicly voiced their displeasure. Many contend that eliminating the romance eliminates a fundamental component of the story's allure, making the updated version seem like a significant shift from the classic fairy tale. A Snow White without the love narrative appears lacking to those who love the original. Fans are intrigued by Disney's choice to reduce promotion, and some question whether the corporation is concealing more severe problems. This decision has sparked skepticism because when audiences yearn for genuine, emotional performances, viewers who were first thrilled about a new version of Snow White now wonder why Disney would not maintain the original's allure. The backlash has also been exacerbated by the company's decision to employ computer-generated imagery, CGI, for the dwarfs instead of hiring human performers. Many fans believe that computer-generated imagery, CGI instead of live-action actors, detracts from the warmth and authenticity that one would expect from a cherished classic, making adapting seem less authentic. The stress is evident behind the scenes as executives like Baldwin are said to have regular crisis meetings. Disney is faced with a tough choice. Should they lose money and consider abandoning the project entirely, or should they increase marketing to win back fans? While some believe that Disney's image and brand may need to be safeguarded by canceling the release, others are hopeful that the company will resolve the problems and produce a film that honors the spirit of the original tale. Many people believe that this remake is more concerned with making surface-level modifications than what made Snow White a classic in a time when viewers value meaningful narrative. Fans are questioning if Disney has lost touch with its origins and whether they will ever see the Snow White they dreamed of in light of the criticism around CGI and the tale changes. This is a significant method for a business with Disney's heritage. For audiences who grew up with these tales, it seems like a betrayal not to preserve the essence of such a timeless story. The Snow White 2025 fiasco has turned into a disaster in public relations. Although Gadot's sequences may not have foreshadowed the upcoming criticism of the she-dwarfs and Ziegler, Disney is now clearly dealing with a storm of controversy. The studio seemed to be rushing to save a movie that had every chance of being a box office success, with internal conflicts and emergency meetings. Fans wonder whether Disney should continue with Snow White 2025 or risk abandoning it altogether as each problem mounts. The controversy surrounding GV's live performers has spurred a continuous discussion among fans on the actual value of a remake. Many people believe that Disney's choice to use computer-generated imagery, CGI, for the dwarfs rather than human actors deviates from the realism of the original tale and calls into question the studio's comprehension of what viewers want. In a sense, Snow White 2025 has sparked a more comprehensive discussion regarding Disney's artistic decisions and whether they still reflect the ideals and preferences of its audience. Since Disney's next decision might influence the company's course for years to come, fans are anxiously awaiting it. Will they choose to back down, consider the comments, and maybe even halt the release? Or will they put in a lot of effort to regain the public's confidence and produce a movie that is worthy of their reputation? Comment below with your ideas and check back soon for additional developments on this story. Do you believe Disney should try to make Snow White 2025 a success, or should they take a step back and reconsider? Please tell us what you think it could be included in the narrative.